Hey guys, how's it going? It's Wendy and welcome back to my channel. So today I am going to be doing my first ever, I don't think I've ever done a tag video. So I'm going to be doing my first tag video. This is the Get Your Freak On tag. Yeah. And I was tagged by BeautyOnSale and thank you so much for tagging me. So it's just real quick 15 questions, and without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, I wrote all the questions down in my little notebook. Okay, so question number 1. Get your freak on. What's a nickname only your family calls you? My family, like my mom doesn't really have a nickname for me. She does call me Wendy. She doesn't actually even call me by my Chinese name anymore, which is Wei Ling. But she'll add like a ah at the end, and if you have like Chinese or Asian parents, you might be familiar with this. So she'll be like, Wendy ah. She'll say it just like that, and usually it's like I'm in trouble. Like when she came to visit me when I was getting married, I would hear her, you know, like if we go and hang out, she'd be like, Wendy, I'm like, oh my god, I'm in trouble, what? And it's just her way of, you know, calling me. And another one is Pookie, and that is what my husband calls me. And the reason for that was because one of our, like when we first started to like really hang out and kind of build our relationship, we were watching Rent on DVD, and Maureen calls Joanne Pookie. So we were kind of joking, we're like, oh, Pookie, Pookie, Pookie. And it just stuck, and that's what he calls me. Okay, question number 2. What's a weird habit of yours? It's a weird habit of mine. I don't know if... Oh, that's kind of a tough one. I have to think about this. A weird habit. I guess maybe it's because I like to stay really, really organized, and I don't like too much clutter, or like I like certain things the way it should be. I don't want to say I'm OCD because I'm not at all. I just like things to be neat and organized. If there's like, this is from my home only. If there's like any sort of, you know, you wash your hands and you splatter water on like the top of your sink on the counter, it drives me insane, and I have to immediately get a paper towel and dry it all up and spray it down and then dry it again, because I don't know why, just that little bit of water, it just bugs the crap out of me. I don't know, it's not that interesting, but I guess it's kind of weird, and it's something that I can think of at the top of my head that's weird. Okay, question number 3. Do you have any weird phobias? I have phobias. I don't think they're really that weird. I have a phobia of spiders. I don't like spiders. And we do get them in this apartment because we have a giant oak tree that's right outside the apartment. So they do get in every now and again, and if just thinking about it, it's giving me like goosebumps. I can't talk about it. See what I mean? Like I don't like spiders. Like watching Harry Potter and see the giant spider was difficult for me. Same thing as Shelob in Lord of the Rings. That was frightening for me. I was like, oh, it was like one thing to read about it. It's another to see it live on film. You're like, oh my god. So another one it's not really weird. I know a lot of people have the same phobia, is clowns. I think clowns are creepy. I guess it's not really a phobia. Like I don't go running away, but I prefer to not be in the same proximity or like be too close to them, and I don't want to really look at them for too long. So those are my 2 phobias. Okay, question number 4. What's a song you secretly love to blast and belt out when you're alone? I've got no shame in what kind of music I like. I listen to everything that's on the radio. I listen to a little bit of country, a little bit of rock, a little, you know. So I like a good mix. So I don't secretly like, I'm not ashamed if a friend is sitting next to me and a song comes on that they don't like. I'm gonna be like, I don't care, I love it. Currently, I totally jam out to Turn Down for What by Lil Jon. Yes, I crank it up and I go nuts in my car. Believe it. Okay, question number 5. What is your biggest pet peeve? Biggest pet peeve, I would say this goes back to like my cleanliness and my need to be organized. I don't like it when people leave their trash, whether it's at my home or, and I don't mean like having guests over, like I know things get a little messy and I'm gonna clean up afterwards, that's fine. I mean people, if you're in a shared space and you leave your crap and when the trash can is like a step and a half away and you can't just take that one piece of trash and toss it, that bothers me. And that bothers me a lot at work too, because we all share a break room, so people like eat their food on a paper plate and then they'll leave and they'll just leave it, but there's nothing left on the plate. There's like they've consumed their lunch or dinner, they're finished. And then we always have a trash can, a giant one, may I add, in the break room, and it's not a very big break room, and they just don't throw it away. Like that bugs the crap out of me. I'm like, really? Like you can't another one of my pet peeves are people like spoiled, really bratty people, and I don't mean like, yes, some kids can be brat, but I don't mean that. I mean like adults, like grown adults, like you are over 25 and you have, you know, a job and you can afford your own things like a place to live, and they're just like total brats, and they come first themselves. They have no consideration for other people, and they just kind of like blah 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 talk their mouth off about, and it's kind of like, do you realize how stupid you sound right now and how spoiled you sound? And it makes me crazy. So those are my pet peeves. Okay, number 6. What is one of your nervous habits? When I am really nervous, I feel like I need to do something with my hands. So whether if I have my necklace on, I'll play with my necklace, I'll tweedle my hair, or like if I'm holding this notebook and see how there's like this thing, I'll play with it. I'll feel like the need to play with something. If I'm at home and I'm nervous about going out, I'll like take shirts out of my drawer or pants and I'll just refold them, just so I'm doing something with my hands. So I'm trying to like lessen my anxiety, I guess. Okay, number 7. What side of bed do you sleep on? I sleep on, okay, if you're looking at the bed, the right side of the bed. So yeah, and then I face outward with my back facing the inside of the bed, if that makes sense. I don't know, I like to hug the side. You guys do that? Am I weird? That's, yeah, but I mean, it hasn't always been like that, like, because I'm married, obviously we sleep in the same bed, my husband and I, so, we switched sides a couple of times, but currently I am on if you're looking at the bed, the right side of the bed. Yep. Okay. Number 8. What was your first stuffed animal and its name? My first stuffed animal was a little puppy, not like a pound puppy, just like a puppy, and it was like black and gray and white. And obviously I don't have it anymore, but I've had it since I was like 2 or 3, and my mom, either she tossed it out because it was just so old and raggedy, and you know, like the seams are coming off of it, and dirty probably, and that she tossed it, or she made me throw it away. But I do remember being completely upset that I didn't have it anymore. And I didn't have like a special name for the dog. I just called it Go, which means dog in Chinese. And so that was my first stuffed animal. Question number 9. What's the drink you always order at Starbucks? Okay, I go to Starbucks way too much. I am a little obsessed with coffee. So I'll give you my top 3 because it constantly changes. And when they have new stuff out, like I'll always get, you know, to try the new stuff, and if I like it, I constantly get it. So if it's a hot beverage, I will either get an Americano, or I will get a, like this is a newer one. Oh, that's my phone. I didn't even think my phone was in here. What the heck? Okay. The new one, it's like Oprah's chai tea latte. You know, my friend ordered it and I tried it and I loved it. So that's what I've been getting. I get the iced or hot. And then the third drink is it's like the espresso Frappuccino, and I'm obsessed with it mainly because of the whipped cream. It's like an espresso flavored whipped cream, and I don't ever get whipped cream on my drinks, except for this Frappuccino. It's delicious. Okay. Number 10, what's the beauty rule you preach but never actually practice? I wouldn't say I never practice, but I often miss it is, there's a couple, is you know how you should always take off all of your makeup and thoroughly wash your face before bedtime and moisturize and serum and all that stuff? I usually do all of that unless I am really, really tired. So I'll just be like, oh, I'm tired. I've been working all day. I just want to go to sleep. I want to just like pass out on my bathroom floor. So I'll take a cleansing wipe and I'll just wipe all my makeup off, and then I toss it in the trash and I go to bed. So it's kind of bad, but I try not to do it often, but it does happen. Another one is like this, I don't know if I always preach this, but I did buy the product. It's the Urban Decay like primer spray thing, and it's like the B vitamin spray or something like that. So you're supposed to spray it on a clean face to prep your skin before you put on makeup. And I bought this and I said to myself, I'm gonna use this all the time before I put on makeup so my skin can look nice and healthy and glowy, and I really don't do it as often as I should. Question number 11. Which way do you face in the shower? I kind of face both ways, but mainly I have my back to the shower head because I'll wash my hair, and then for some reason I guess because I have all my products face like towards the end of the tub opposite of the shower head, so I'm always reaching for that, like the loofah and the shower gel, and I'll just put it on my loofah and then I'm already I face away from the water. Number 12. Do you have any weird body skills? I'm guessing this means like if you're like double jointed or anything like that. No, I actually don't think I have any weird body skills. I mean, I can't even really wink that well. That's so sad. I can make a fish face and I can make my tongue do that, but that's not weird. I know tons of people that can do it. Here's something, this has nothing to do with the question though, but one thing you guys probably didn't know about me is I can't snap. Oh, I actually did it that time, kind of. See, it doesn't, this hand doesn't work. Left hand is a little better. It's like a baby snap. Can't snap. You guys know dancers that can't snap? If you didn't, you've met one today. Question number 13. What's your favorite comfort food that's bad, but you love to eat it anyways? Fried chicken, for sure. For sure. But like, I really like, not like KFC, like good fried chicken, you know, that you get like comfort food, like somebody cooks it at home. Oh, so good. Popeyes, if I have to go to the store, Popeyes is okay. Church's, probably my favorite. KFC is okay. It's okay. But I try not to eat it too often because it's really not good for you. It's just so damn good. The other one is ramen. Like store packaged ramen, like you go to the Chinese store, and like the ones in a bowl, like the hot and spicy Korean brand, my all-time favorite. I have them sitting, actually I was thinking of getting one for, having one for dinner. It's just so delicious, and I know with tons of sodium it's not that great for you, but I love it. It tastes so good. I've always loved ramen ever since I was little. Like if I was able to like sneak like instant noodle, you know, if my mom wasn't home and I was like, oh, I know where she keeps it, and I'll go have one. So good. Okay, number 14. What's a phrase of exclamation you always say? Maybe like if I'm excited, if somebody just told me something and I didn't know, I would say, oh, what? That's what I always say. If it's something kind of like bad, like unbelievable, like, oh, I can't believe they just said that, or I can't believe this just happened, I say, oh, the F. Like I try really hard to not cuss. I still do sometimes, but I try to minimize. So I'll just like say the letter, which it is what it is, and just be like, oh, what the F, or just F, you know, instead of like the word, the actual word. Number 15. It's time to sleep. What are you actually wearing? I would like to pretend that I wear super cute clothes, but I don't. I want to be comfortable. So I have a couple of oversized t-shirts that I've gotten from, like, you know, you go to an event and they give out shirts and some of them are really cool, you keep, but there's always size like XXL, and they're a dress on the, like, most women, so it's like, oh, well, it's a really cool shirt, I don't want to throw it away, but I can't wear it out in public because it's like a potato bag on me. I guess I'm gonna wear it to bed. So I have a couple of those, and if it's kind of cold, then I'll wear a PJ pants with it, like flannel pants if it's really cold. If it's like fall, spring, kind of chilly, but not so bad, I'll wear shorts. If it's in the dead of summer and it's really hot, tank top and just like undies, and that's it. It's way too hot, you know what I mean? Yeah, nothing special what I wear to bed. Sorry to disappoint you guys. I don't wear anything cute to bed. Okay, you guys, so that was my Get Your Freak On tag. And thank you again to BeautyOnSale for tagging me. And I would also like to tag all of you to do this tag, and go ahead and leave a video response below if you would like. Also, I would like to tag some of my YouTube friends. I would like to tag LetitiaLaura, Real Beauty by Rachel, Britt's Beauty, MakeupholicLiz, Patty's Way, ItsHalo, and iBeauty. Thank you so much, you guys, for watching this, watching my first tag video, and I'll see you next time. Bye!